Have you ever completed a transaction and thought to yourself, something's not right? You're working hard, grinding to make ends meet, and then bam! You check your bank account and it's mysteriously lower than you remember. What happened? You got hit with those pesky bank fees. Banks make a killing off of fees. But don't worry, I'm here to expose the biggest culprits and give you the insider tips you need to fight back and keep more of your money where it belongs, in your pocket. So buckle up, hit that subscribe button, and let's dive into the world of hidden bank fees and how to conquer them once and for all. Alright, let's start with one of the most common and annoying bank fees out there, monthly maintenance fees. These fees are often hidden in the fine print and can catch you off guard. Some banks charge you a fee, sometimes $5, $10, even $15 every single month just for the privilege of having an account with them. Imagine paying a fee just to keep your money somewhere. These fees can really add up over time. It's like a slow leak in your finances, draining your hard-earned money bit by bit. $10 a month might not seem like much, but that's $120 a year, gone, just for having a basic checking account. Over a decade, that's $1,200, money that could have been saved or invested. The first thing you need to do is check with your bank to see if they have any requirements to waive the monthly maintenance fee. This could be a game changer for your finances. Some banks will waive it if you maintain a minimum balance in your account like $500 or $1,000. This might require some discipline, but it can save you money in the long run. Others might waive it if you have a certain number of transactions each month, or if you sign up for direct deposit. These are simple actions that can help you avoid unnecessary fees. If your bank is still trying to charge you for the privilege of banking with them, it might be time to ditch them and switch to a bank that actually values your business. There are plenty of banks and credit unions that offer fee-free accounts, so do your research and make the switch. Your wallet will thank you. Okay, let's talk about another fee that really grinds my gears: ATM fees. These fees can be a real pain, especially when you're in a pinch and need cash quickly. It's like adding insult to injury when you're already dealing with the hassle of finding an ATM. You're out and about, you need some cash, so you pop into the nearest ATM, only to get slapped with a $3, $4, even $5 fee just for the privilege of accessing your own money. It feels like highway robbery, doesn't it? And it's not just a one-time thing. These fees can add up over time, eating away at your hard-earned money. Sometimes you get hit with a double whammy. Not only do you have to pay a fee to the ATM owner, but your own bank might even charge you an additional fee on top of that. It's like getting punished twice for the same transaction. This can be especially frustrating if you're someone who relies on cash for daily expenses. The easiest way to avoid these fees is to simply use your bank's ATM network. Most banks have a network of ATMs where you can withdraw cash for free. It might take a bit of planning, but it's worth it to avoid those pesky fees. Make sure to check your bank's website or app to find the nearest fee-free ATM. Most banks have a network of ATMs where you can withdraw cash for free. These networks are often extensive, covering many locations, so you're never too far from a fee-free option. It's a good idea to familiarize yourself with these locations, especially if you travel frequently. Another great way to avoid ATM fees is to simply get cash back when you're making a purchase at a store. Many retailers offer this service for free, and it's a convenient way to get the cash you need without the extra cost. Just remember to ask the cashier if they offer cash back before you complete your purchase. And if you really want to stick it to the man, there are even some banks out there that will actually reimburse you for ATM fees charged by other banks. This can be a lifesaver if you find yourself in a situation where you have no choice but to use an out-of-network ATM. Check with your bank to see if they offer this perk and how you can take advantage of it. If you're strategic about it and you use these tips, you can avoid paying those ridiculous ATM fees and keep more of your hard-earned cash in your pocket. It's all about being aware of your options and planning ahead. So next time you need cash, think twice before heading to the nearest ATM and consider these alternatives to save yourself some money. Alright, let's talk about one of the most frustrating and expensive bank fees out there: overdraft fees. You accidentally overspend on your account. Maybe you forget about a bill payment, or your paycheck gets delayed, and bam! You get hit with a hefty overdraft fee, often around $30 or $35, sometimes even more. The first and most important step is to opt out of overdraft protection. Overdraft protection is really just a fancy way of saying that the bank will allow you to overdraw your account and then charge you a hefty fee for the privilege. By opting out of overdraft protection, your transactions will simply be declined if you don't have enough funds in your account. Another great way to avoid overdraft fees is to set up low balance alerts on your account. And if you really want to play it safe, consider linking your checking account to a savings account or a credit card as a backup. Alright, can we talk about how absurd it is that some banks are still charging for paper statements in the year 2023? Seriously, it's like they're stuck in the Stone Age. And yet, some banks are still clinging to this outdated practice and charging you for it, often $2, $3, even $5 per month. But here's the good news. Avoiding this fee is about as easy as it gets. Just switch to electronic statements, also known as e-statements. Seriously, it's that simple. Most banks offer e-statements for free, and you can typically access them through your online banking portal or mobile app. So ditch those archaic paper statements and make the switch to e-statements today. Your wallet and the planet will thank you. Alright, this next one really grinds my gears: inactivity fees. Some banks will actually charge you a fee for not using your account enough. It's like they're punishing you for being responsible and saving your money. Simply making one small transaction every few months is usually enough to keep your account active and avoid the fee. This could be something as simple as making a small deposit, withdrawing a few dollars, or even just logging into your online banking account and checking your balance. And if you know you're not going to be using an account for an extended period of time, maybe you're going traveling or studying abroad, it's always a good idea to contact your bank and let them know. The bottom line is, don't let your hard-earned money get eaten up by inactivity fees. Alright, let's talk about a fee that can really add up if you're not careful, especially if you're a frequent traveler. Foreign transaction fees. These fees can sneak up on you and take a significant chunk out of your travel budget if you're not aware of them. These fees are typically charged when you use your debit or credit card for purchases or ATM withdrawals in a foreign currency. They can also apply when you make online purchases from a foreign retailer. Essentially, anytime your bank has to convert your money into another currency, you might be hit with this fee. Often, you won't even realize you're being charged a foreign transaction fee until you get your statement and see a bunch of extra charges you weren't expecting. It can be quite a shock, especially if you've been making a lot of small purchases that add up over time. Most banks charge them, and they're usually around 1 to 3% of the transaction amount. While this might not sound like much, it can quickly accumulate, especially if you're traveling for an extended period or making large purchases. But those fees can really add up, especially if you're making a lot of transactions in a foreign currency. Imagine buying souvenirs, paying for meals, booking tours, and all the other expenses that come with traveling. Each of these transactions could be costing you more than you realize. The easiest and most effective way to avoid these fees is to simply use a credit card or debit card that doesn't charge foreign transaction fees. These cards are specifically designed to help travelers save money and avoid unnecessary charges. There are a growing number of credit card issuers and banks that offer cards specifically designed for international travel, and these cards often come with perks like no foreign transaction fees, travel insurance, and airport lounge access. Some even offer rewards points that can be redeemed for flights, hotel stays, and other travel-related expenses. So if you're planning a trip abroad, do yourself a favor and check out some of these travel-friendly cards. You'll be glad you did. Not only will you save money on fees, but you'll also enjoy the added benefits and peace of mind that come with using a card designed for travelers. So there you have it, 6 of the most common and frustrating bank fees exposed. But remember, knowledge is power. Now that you know what to look out for, you can take steps to avoid these fees and keep more of your hard-earned money where it belongs, in your pocket. Always read the fine print. Banks are notorious for burying fees and charges in the fine print of their account agreements and disclosures. By staying informed and making smart choices, you can take control of your finances and avoid getting ripped off by hidden bank fees.